Welcome back to the 6 a.m. Club where we start our day inspired. Today, for a little bit of a change, I don't have a quote to share with you, but I want to talk about something that has been on my heart lately, and that is the seasons of life. Yes, the seasons of life. Life moves in seasons, just like nature. We experience times of growth, times of rest, times of change, and stillness. And like nature, each person has its own purpose, its own lessons, and its own gifts, right? So I want to take a few minutes to think about this idea of trusting the seasons of life and embracing exactly where you are without rushing ahead or holding on to the future. And I want to start by asking you, what season are you in right now? Take a second, tune in. Maybe you're in a season of growth. Things are changing fast and you feel like you're being called to level up in some area of your life. Or maybe you're in a season of rest where you need to slow down and recharge. Whatever season you're in, that season has a purpose. So I want to talk about all of the seasons. What is the purpose of that season? And what is like the number one tip of how to embrace that season? Let's start with a season of rest. For some of us, me included, the idea of rest feels foreign as an outsider feeling, right? We're so used to pushing, striving, achieving that when things are slowed down, we feel uncomfortable. It's like we need permission to let go and just be. But seasons of rest are crucial. If you are in a season of rest right now, maybe life has slowed down for a reason. Instead of resisting, try leaning into it. Think of it as the winter of your life, a time of recharge, of replenish your energy. So you're ready for what comes next. This is a time to invest in long walks, in quiet evenings, in enjoying the small things. Give yourself permission to slow down. Trust that this quiet season is preparing you for the next chapter. And talking about next chapters, the next season is a season of growth. This is a season where a lot of us feel comfortable. Growth is exciting. It's the season of spring where everything seems to be blooming. It's the season of new opportunities. New opportunities might be coming your way in this season. You might feel motivated to take action to expand. But with growth also comes sometimes discomfort, right? You're stepping outside of your comfort zone and that can be challenging. If this is where you are right now, try leaning into the expansion. Be open to the learning, to the stretching. Trust that each experience, each challenge that you're facing is adding something valuable to who you are becoming. It's like a plant pushing through the soil, reaching for the sun, right? Growth isn't always easy, but it's necessary for us to evolve, to become the person we are meant to become. Now, there is also a season of reflection. This is a season where life asks us to look inward. It's like fall, a time to harvest what we've planted, to assess, to let go on what not longer serves us. This is a season about looking within, understanding where we are, and considering maybe where we want to go. If you are in a season of reflection, give yourself space to do just that. Journal, meditate, go on long walks. Take the time to listen to that inner voice. This is the season to let go of all patterns and beliefs that are holding you back so you can make the space for something new. Remember, reflection is a gift. It prepares us for new growth. There's different situations that might push you into a season of reflection. I believe a lot of times when we feel that we've lost our way, where we don't know anymore what is our purpose. We enter a season of reflection. For me, intentionally, I create a season of reflection just about this time of the year. As we are approaching the end of the year, I like to take the time to look inwards, to reflect on the year that I'm leaving behind and start to dream about the year that it's coming. And also reflect on what I've learned, where I'm going, what matters most to me. So, a season of reflection can come upon you because you're feeling lost, and maybe some external event is prompting you to go or enter a season of reflection, or you can create a season of reflection for yourself. So, I want to plant that seed and leave you with that thought. Now, let's move to the next season, the season of change. Sometimes we are thrown into these seasons, any of them unexpectedly, but it's specifically this season of change, new job, relocating, moving, a relationship starting, ending. Change can feel overwhelming. But if you are in this season, I want to invite you to trust that it's leading you to something new. Think of it as a river carrying you to a place you haven't been before. You might not see where it's taking you, but change has its purpose, even when it feels uncomfortable. So instead of resisting the change, try flowing with it. Let go of the need to control the outcome and just trust that this season is part of a larger journey. Okay, finally, there are seasons of healing. This is where you're invited to nurture yourself, to be patient, to give yourself some grace. Maybe you've been through something tough, like a loss, a setback, a disappointment. Healing is like summer, is gentle, is nourishing. It reminds us of things slow and let ourselves heal deeply. If you're in a season of healing, be gentle with yourself. Know that healing isn't linear and it takes time. So give yourself what you need, whether it's rest, whether it's support, or time alone. We all heal differently. But one thing we all should do is to trust that this season is helping you to become whole again. And you can't evolve and grow if you're not whole again. So take the time if you're going through this season, as long as you need, to really heal deeply, not superficially, deeply, and trust that this season is helping you become whole again. So, wherever you are right now, trust that this season you're in right now has something to teach you. You're exactly where you need to be. And each season prepares you for the next. So it's shaping you into the person that you're meant to become. So embrace each of the seasons because they all play a role and have a purpose. We can't rush from winter to spring or from summer to fall. There's beauty of the timing of each phase. Just like it's true in nature, it's true in our lives. The more we can learn to trust that timing, the more peaceful and fulfilling our lives become. I want to thank you for joining me today on another episode of the 6 a.m. Club. My hope is that you live this episode feeling a little more grounded, a little more accepting of whatever season you're in. And remember, you're not alone. And remember, you're exactly where you need to be. If this episode resonates with you, please share it with someone that you think could use this reminder today. And if you haven't already, make sure that you subscribe so you never miss another episode of the 6 a.m. Club. I hope you have an amazing week ahead. Take care, and I'll see you here next Saturday for another episode of the Leading Yourself podcast and the 6 a.m. Club.